Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Let me check everything is working as it should. Perfect. How are you doing today? Who is in the place? A couple people. Few people. Ronek, DM, Janie, good evening. Good to see you all. All. So we are just right now, yeah, sweeping, I've been sweeping the low here. So there is so much new position opening right now. The idea I had, earlier was just to be, well, looking at triangle here, right? So I was looking A, B, C. I was thinking something like extending the D wave here and finishing the E, but as we sweep the low, I'm just, thinking maybe we just extend the C wave of the triangle here. Let's move the trend line here because it's bridged now. But anything into a higher low compared to May 23rd here, we still potentially into a triangle here, right? So now we'll see. Do we hold in this pocket here? Do we hold this? Or are we gonna do a bit deeper move? That's the question for me at the moment. Oh, this is not into a folder of course. Oh yeah, that's a folder. Okay. No, otherwise the other idea that I had was basically an ABC move. Okay, it is a mess again to my stuff here. Where is the ABC? Well, I guess it's just... Okay, anyway. Okay, the other idea was just an ABC like here, right? And we go deep into the 200 moving averages of the 4 hour here, and just looking at ABC move down and going a bit deeper into the liquidity pocket. Well, just below these two lows basically. This maybe depending how deep, but we have the 1-1 extension here potentially for an ABC move. ABC or WXY in this, but you get the principle, right? A 3-wave corrective move into the 1-1 extension, which will be below these lows, right? Where was probably a bunch of stops. I mean, there's some of mine, so I guess I'm not alone. And yeah, potentially, we do this kind of stuff and we recover after. We'll still be fine at this point. It could be also deeper here and we'll still be fine. It's not gonna be a lot different than last week, right? Because we didn't. We were still in the same range than last week. I didn't move out of it, so the counts are basically the same on the higher time frame. We either have the bullish count, we say we have the low and the May low and the May first low here, and we are on a path for a 5th wave toward 90k plus. And so for that idea, well, it's pretty simple, straightforward. We have our wave 1 from May 1st low here, to May 6th. Wave 2, and then, well, if we are going for this deeper move here, I think what makes more sense is to be looking at the 1-2 here, sub wave 1-2 of the bigger third wave. So here the target are not really placed for this count, you know, it's just for another. The main focus is to see where we do reverse, right? When we have a confirmation, when we can forecast the wave, right? We will just take the length of wave 1, wherever wave 2 finished, and we'll be projecting the green third wave, 161.8, 261.8, 161.8 is well enough here. And project again the third wave where it makes more sense, which would be the 261.8 at that point, right? But I wanted to see how we come out of our current range first, because, well, if we were into the alternative triangle count, which is here, you know, we could be into a smaller third wave, you know, just into the fourth here. And then the target for that third would be just here, and then we'll see. But for now is, yeah, not great. Hi Jerome, you're still in long. Well, I'm still in long. I have, you know, multiple positions here. I have position that I've been, you know, that I took, well, at the low, some that I had it here, right? I have taken profit on what I wanted to take profit, and now I have a bit of position from here, but yeah, I'm gonna be stopped on a bunch here if we dip, especially if we dip lower than the 66,300. Even if I'm looking at the potential for an ABC here and for a vessel here, I'd rather take a stop here and reassess if we do find the low and things fit alright here. And then I re-enter whenever. Then holding, well, obviously what I have imprisoned from here. You know, I don't want to keep it open into a loss. What I have opened from lower, even from here, I'm rather gonna get stopped mostly here. You know, profit has been taken on that trade, but I don't want to run trip what I have left here. Again, I rather get stopped and re-enter, because maybe we find a low here, maybe we dip lower, yeah, maybe we even go straight down, right? Nothing say we have to go up. It's not a certainty, right? Yeah, for now we're just in between, right? What, in fact, you know, it's pretty simple, straightforward. What I said last week is, yeah, we need to reclaim, well, this 69k, 70k now. If we reclaim this, we're all good to go. And for now, the main level I don't want to lose the bullish momentum that we kind of had during the month of May here. Don't want to lose this 63, 62.8, right? Basically. So I can see a move back down here that doesn't invalidate the potential for a double 1-2, right? And validation for that, in fact, is even the very low of May 10th. But we shouldn't go much below the golden pocket 786 here if we hold subwave too, right? So that's those level didn't change because we didn't really moved, right? And now, well, we have to follow what happened, right? I did took new longs when we were just a few minutes ago here. Now that has stopped. I was kind of hoping for the triangle. And seeing all this open interest opening freshly all the way down here, you know, it's like it's accelerating again. You know, that's the kind of stuff you can't know for sure. It was setting pretty well for a reversal here. We had a bunch of new open interest opening at the low into still an even structure and would fail. Kind of like that. You know, it worked really well on the high. Each time you see a little bit of FOMOing here, it's reversed all the way each time here, quite aggressively. But here, just keep dipping. So the question is, who's gonna let go first? Are the shorts gonna keep moving price down until longs get liquidated, stopped out, etc. And so we'll see the dump of open interest on a move down, because that will be the longs getting stopped, which kind of starting to look rather likely now as we keep moving down, and short are now well in profit. While we were still here, you know, there was still very likely possibilities that we did just reverse here. The short starting to close, and the bottom short gets completely squeezed out. But now it's not happening. So we're moving down, and it's not looking much strong here. I mean, I can extend this, I guess. This micro count here in the 1 minute. Let me take a quick look at the targets here. 461.8 here. I mean, it could. The spike of volume keep coming up here. It's not exactly. Want to see? I mean, it can still reverse it. But now, oh yeah, we close the forward here. I mean, yeah, we'll see. If we hold this low here, if we manage to reverse here, okay, triangle is still very fine. But again, I would rather now, you know, I mean, if I'm thinking, do I want to take the risk here, trying to knife catch that? Well, my invalidation will be then, let's say I'm taking the long right now. And the invalidation is not so bad. we're probably gonna take a profit around here. Or do I rather wait for more confirmation, more confidence, and I let things play, and I re-enter then rather somewhere like here for a much higher, higher confidence trade with, you know, initial target at the high here, but most likely toward new all-time highs. At the end, that's gonna be a similar risk reward here. And of course, this one, you know, if it were to play out in that case, well, likely it will have the same target as well overall. But there is more probability that this one gets stopped than that one, because that one will have more confirmation, more confidence about it. And yeah, the thing here is, you know, this kind of volume is not exactly what I want to see for a triangle. You know, triangle, you also want your contracting volume, so we're really fine until now, until this here, where we're losing the lows, and we are seeing yeah, quite some volume on the lower time frame here. I could see a lower time frame one here. Even less of a target here, but no. Sorry, I'm thinking because, well, we have the movement right now. This here, much aggressiveness here. How is the video looking like? Who is selling here? Unison. Much more derivative than spot overall. Next seems to be buying. Are there any new longs here? Slightly. How much long is that? Sorry, I'm not price range. Yeah, 100, not crazy. And how is the order book? Okay, we went straight into that. But now we are flipping into some green dots. We have bidding imbalance here, but you can see how we still have bidding into the 65 here, 65 even on the way here. In fact, derivative it moved higher. Interesting, you know, we had bidding between 65,800 and 63,800, and now it moved higher. slightly higher, and where we can see we have quite some bidding where we're reaching 500 millions into the 1% here. Cents. Do I want to take another loss here? See how I say this? Do I want to take a loan? Do I want to take another loss here? Okay, that seems complete. Okay, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Well, I'm seeing the volume diminishing. At the same time, volume diminishing, we're seeing open interest keep getting crazy here. And you see how you are, you know, there, you know, you moved it here, moved again slightly, and now you have a bit of acceleration in this part. So potentially you just have a deep load, you know. And the entities that are pushing price down with shorts here doesn't mean they are not filling their own longs, you know. Know how that happens. So it's always kind of iffy when it's like this. It feels a little slightly trappy, you know. Okay, I open a bit of longs. Can wait for a 1 minute reversal that we're about to get here. I'm claiming this is gonna be a good sign that we might be able to get back to this. Yeah, I took it. Yeah. Okay. Did I miss anything? This is looking like an impulse down, wave 3 here. Okay. You know what? Let me just reset that. So you're thinking wave 3 here, I suppose something like this here, which is, yeah, you know, very much sensible. Well, I guess you'll take it here, and we'll be into a 3, 4, 5. I know it's a bit high for a 3. We didn't reach a 161.8. I mean, it's okay. And very much possible, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it looked like a 3. For me, all of this is just, you know, shop. It's all look kind of correct here, right? It kind of look like a 3. You have your impulsive volume here. But we are still in the in-between pocket to me. This is in between. Then if we move like this, So yeah, at that point, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and will make sense into an A, B, C. Following another A, B, C to make a W, X, Y, K. But at the moment, it could also well be just still, yeah, part of the triangle. I'm gonna make this W, X, Y here, A, B, C. And part of still that, A, B, C. In that case, D, E, right? We're extending the wave C. I mean, if we extend, I mean, if this is wave C here, that means we can take liquidity above this high now. For the wave, we don't necessarily have to, can remain more internal. But in that case, invalidation is wave B here. And you know, maybe depending when this happens, you can even go a bit beyond the trend line, you know. At that point, it opened the door for. We have a pretty nice setup here. If we can hold this, reverse here, and you know, then you go into another E wave, and take just the liquidity of whatever consolidation you had somewhere here. Targeting POC for the wave. And in fact, at that point, we'll probably want to look at the retracement here. It's not like the mandatory thing, but I'm still looking at this as a force wave. Bit stretch. 382, yeah, somewhere. 382 to 36. Yeah, I mean, yeah, between these two, I mean, unless things get a lot more bearish, and all we did during May was an ABC move up, and we are going for new lows. I'm totally open to that idea, right? Because, well, we have still either the bullish count here with the low, but we also have the idea that this could be a larger force wave that can dip toward 50k, could hold about the lows that we printed, just repeat maybe. But surely this is still valid as well, so we'll have to see. The thing is, I think I already mentioned that last week, but you know, I think what I would prefer to see here for such a scenario is probably a longer consolidation here. For the move down, that will be the first leg of that wave 4, so wave A or W. That could be X, but we might be like doing something like this. I wouldn't mind. Like, I would not necessarily bet on a straight down. Could even take the high with this one. Will be integrated. All I'm trying to highlight here is, I mean, it's okay in terms of time, but that can extend more. It could also extend into a triangle, in fact. A, B, C, D, E, maybe. Which would be an interesting setup because this is the kind of stuff that would be also it could easily be perceived differently depending on your bias, because the triangle here you can make it, yeah, okay, but that might wave 4 here. I'm bullish for one move here, which will work as well, in fact, for wave 4 here. Or it could be wave B of that 4 and still get a move down. Yeah, probably something end of summer to get the move down. But yeah, a triangle would be pretty good here as well. And had the, well, already had the 236. Well, we can have the 146. Yeah, that does well. I'm having all this consideration here because, well, for now we are being just going sideways, but we didn't really lose momentum. Well, we kind of lose momentum, but we didn't show any weakness. You know, we're still trending above the forward 200. Right. When we lose this, okay, things get a bit more iffy. And if we are into a larger wave 4 triangle like this, for example, we may very well over under that 200 for quite a bit. But if we climb back bearishly, lose back bearishly this 200, at least that will make me say, okay, we are not in this strong momentum where we are already into the double 1-2 and we are going up strongly here over the course of the next few months. Now, yeah, either we bearish if we can regain it, or either we are into just a consolidation if we over under it. We'll still probably see reaction, you know, but we can see this kind of reaction where we retest bearish, retest bearish, retest bullish, retest bearish. That's where I'm setting right now. What makes me pretty cautious, shit, this is not great, about all of that here is basically stock market here, for which I'm very not that confident, right? I don't know how long there is before we get a major crash. It could be the beginning of it here. I will not be so surprised. Think there is potential for still another leg here. It would be Nasdaq here, but pretty similar on S&P. But I feel that things are really just at the edge of a big collapse here. This could be, no, maybe you get another wave of this. Maybe this is not a big collapse just here, you know, you could extend this a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 5. But I have pretty high confidence we are not far from at least a significant retracement, in the sense of significant, something that we can compare to what we had in 2022 or what we had COVID crash or what we had in 2008, 2000. But when you see my chart here, I do think this is making a lot of sense. Purely technically on the chart perspective, but also fundamentally on the geopolitical whatever, right? And this chart, yeah, it says that we are completing the 5 waves structure of almost 200 years, 150 years. Yeah. And that case, the high that we will have put here will not be revisited before several decennies. You know, it's a subject I already bring a few time already, and it's of course something that is extremely complicated to time perfectly because we are talking a 150-year cycle. So of course, you know, a little bit more can be a year or two, which can let well enough room for Bitcoin to go to crazy targets. Meanwhile, the moment that we'll start to see a movement down, well, it's not going to be straight down because there's, of course, the circuit breaker on the stock market, and those just stop trading, right? But the moment where we start to see several weeks of just move down and bringing it to a 30% move down. Well, where Bitcoin is, it's probably not gonna perform very well, right? If it's already at 100k or 200k, well, it's fine. It can have quite the pullback and press its cycle high, right? But if it were to be starting right here and we're starting to see just selling pressure, well, maybe you can see a bit more. Hello, Stigo. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be all for today. What else? Yeah, it's 12 hours. It was kind of looking good for me a few days ago. That's why, you know, that's the kind of range you have tightening price action like this, happening, you know, flipping bias a bit, especially when you are in between 2-3 important area here. I was seeing this, yeah, 12-hour bull dip here in the stock, crossing again, so I was feeling a bit more bullish yesterday. The fact that we are losing it again, we'll see. It's still holding its cross here. We're kind of holding this. 4 hours is still so much OP here. Well, it doesn't look like a good low building here. Same, we had this move up above the 69k mark, closed above, closed the 4 hour above its trend line here, finally rejecting, eventually rejected. I think the trend line, yeah. I'm gonna take it as it is, not too bearish, not too bullish. Should this triangle develop, I will happily add more risk at the apex of the triangle, or even if, you know, break without me, I will happily add more risk as we claim 70k. Right, just as I was happily adding more risk as we claimed 63,500 here. Happily had more risk at the high if I least more position here, and otherwise, yeah, looking for that bit deeper move. One extension is what I preferred here. You know, the pocket of 65, 600, even, you know, front running that low here. But I'll almost be tempted to say this. But I could see things get a bit nastier. And yeah, maybe a retest a bit lower. It was a golden pocket 786 of that move up. Okay. Order block here, around 63, 64 down to 62.5. POC. I want to see this POC hold. Could see that. In terms of count, that would be pretty straightforward. This, instead of a WXY, would be looking at well, an ABC, in fact, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. But I'm not sure about it right now. Okay, thanks DM. Ronek, have a good weekend, you too. Thanks, Harpofenia. Thanks everybody. Have a good weekend. Take care. Trade safe. Well, not this weekend. I mean, trade safe if you trade, but maybe rather try to take a step away, right? Thanks again. Bye-bye.